adjustments, in the second half, just based on how the game was being called. Just really incredible effort from so many people, physically, emotionally, mentally, just to pour in and just do the job. And I think these guys played great and just really excited for how we played. Obviously, we want to win every game, but it's more just how we played. It was great basketball tonight.
Jared, just real quick, how nice is it to not sweat through the last 2 minutes of a game? Because even the ones you've won in Pac-12, you've had to take it down the wire, basically.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what was the first question? How much did I sweat?
How nice was it to not have to sweat through those last...
Oh, it was beautiful. It was wonderful, yeah. Yeah, I mean, close games are fun, but I definitely prefer these games over the close ones. But the truth is that we executed so well, in that third quarter and then throughout the fourth quarter that we earned the right, not to sweat just based on how well we executed.
So what happened at halftime? Because, even at halftime, they were out rebounding you. You guys weren't shooting well. Second half was like everything was good again.
Yeah, well, we talked about just making the adjustment based on how the game was being called. We talked about the fact that we were taking a ton of jump shots in the first half and that we really wanted to be more aggressive. We wanted paint touches. I think every single player that played in the second half got a paint touch, whether it was a dribble penetration or a cut. And that's just great execution. Being able to hear a game plan and say, okay, that's what we're going to do and do it is the sign of a mature group.
Early in the fourth quarter, they hit a three or a jumper, pull it within 5. You come down, hit a 3. To me, you get to steal and then a layup. All of a sudden, step back up to 10. It seemed like that sequence really kind of helped you guys relax a little bit, and that from that point on, you guys cruised. Do you remember that sequence and did it?
Yeah, I do. I don't necessarily think it helped us relax, but I think it kind of helped us recognize like what's working, and we just wanted to come down and get a stop and come down, run good basketball like Coach Jay talked about, and just keep the game under control, just not force anything. I think the first half we were kind of like out of sorts, just trying to figure out how they're trying to guard us, but I think the second half we just took what they gave us and didn't do too much thinking and just ran our basketball.
You came out in the second half really aggressive. You got an easy bucket and then hit a couple threes at the beginning of the third quarter. Was that kind of a mindset that you came out with personally, to be aggressive at the start of that third quarter, kind of get things rolling?
Yeah, definitely. I think in the first half they were telling me to rip, attack their feet, and some of those lanes weren't kind of open. So I think I went into halftime just kind of thinking to myself, like, I have to be more aggressive. Like, they were already calling the game kind of tight, calling like little touch fouls. So I was like, and at that point in the first half, anytime I would catch the ball, shoot it, she was always like flying out to me. So I was just trying to adapt and adjust to my game and just try to get to the rim a lot more, see the ball go through the hoop, and I think that's what opened up my 3.
If we look at your celebration highlight reel from tonight,
yeah.
I think you celebrated bigger on an assist to Quay than anything else you did.
Yeah. I like giving it down to my teammates, especially down low in the post, because we work hard, and I think we deserve to try to battle down there and try to get some points, and then it also puts the defense at a disadvantage of calling a foul. So we always try to be aggressive in that aspect. So, and I think our low posts are a lot better and a lot aggressive than they were.
Quay, I know you said on Friday this would be just another game, but to play like this against Washington, did it mean a little bit more?
Well, it's okay to say yes. Yes, it's okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm just, it always feels good to have a good game. So, but especially against a program I just left, definitely.
Well, there mixed emotions, because there's probably, a lot of your teammates on there that you battled with for 2 years.
No.
No?
You're a buff. Through and through.
So how much fun was it for you to see this team really kind of get back to what you guys had been, a couple weeks ago, and you guys kind of lost that? And
yeah.
It seemed like you found that in the second half.
It's exciting because it's like, okay, here we are. Like this is what we do. This is how we play. So it wasn't like this was never us. Like this is how we play basketball. It's just it feels good to get back to doing what we're doing, and to be able to carry this through our next games.
JR, for you, we've talked so much about this team kind of getting back. I know it's just one game, and the second half was one half, but is that something that this team just really needed to
Yes.
kind of feel that again and say, hey, this is how we play basketball?
Yes, I think so. I think every game we've played, like we can all watch the film and say, why did we do that? And we know that there's things that we have done, that have cost us games, and that's really frustrating, and so it's one thing to look at it and say, okay, next time we're going to make sure we do this or that. But I think it's a totally different thing to feel great basketball, to feel the camaraderie of, people coming in off the bench with the exact same energy as the group that started. There was no letdown. Our communication in our timeouts was phenomenal. I think our communication in huddles was probably really good because we were very organized. Just again, good basketball, and I think we know we're capable of that. But sometimes if you go several games where you haven't really played great basketball, you need to feel it. We definitely, it felt to me like any great game we've played this year.
You said you've been focusing on rebounding and trying to get back to some basics. You got contributors who we see a lot of, but I think Kendall wound up with 6 and had probably 4 or 5 more touches on rebounds that either deflected or battled for.
Yeah.
You talked about the energy. I was just curious of your thoughts on Kendall's game.
Kendall is incredible. She really is. Like, she just is the ultimate team player. Like, she's willing to do. If I say, Kendall, I need you to guard Mulkey tonight in the block, like, just get low and hold your ground, she would just look at me and say, okay, I got you, coach. Like, she's just, her effort on the glass, she's actually our 3rd leading rebounder right now behind these 2. So she gives great effort on the glass. She's solid, she's smart, she makes good decisions. She's great defensively. I don't know where she ranks in the conference in steals. It has to be near the top. So she's just really, really good for us. Yeah. And a true buff. Like, she loves this place. Yeah.
Coach, turnovers were big tonight. Took the ball away 21 times, only gave it up 7. And you spoke to that energy that you got from everyone. Does forcing those turnovers have kind of a contagious effect that kind of gets everyone
I definitely think so. Yeah, we actually had a meeting yesterday before we watched film and talked about some areas. What are our team's strengths? And that was one of them, forcing turnovers. But collectively as a group, we decided that we needed to do a better job of doing something with those turnovers. It's great to steal the ball, but you got to do something with it. Come down and score, come down and get a great possession. And I thought we did a much better job of that tonight. So it is exciting to steal the ball. It's even more exciting to do something with it and put points on the board from it.
Just to piggyback on it, I was like, it's only 9 steals, but you guys had a couple big shot clock stops on them.
Yeah.
How big is it? Like, they take the whole time and nothing comes from it.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, I know it's very deflating, offensively when that happens. So, I think it feels really good to know that you guarded everything that they wanted for 30 seconds, and they couldn't even get a shot up. That feels good.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Let's do it. Let's go Buffs.